Welcome to the Healthy Body Image and Sexuality group of Sex and Love Addicts Anonymous. Who are we? We are a group that is together reclaiming our healthy sexuality. We're overcoming our body image issues within SLAA. We started in May 2025. So thank you for joining our group. Welcome to your self-love journey. Our shared purpose is to heal our negative body image and reclaim healthy sexuality through acceptance, recovery, and confidence. Who are we? Well, we are sex and love addicts. That is something we have in common. And a large number of us, well, it's considered to be a trauma based addiction. And so a large number of us have got distorted, poor body image. Some are diagnosed with body dysmorphia, but it's very much tied into our sex and love addiction in that we can go either way. We can be very uncomfortable in intimate relationships, and therefore seek out anonymous and therefore risk what we consider lower risk relationships, or we avoid sexual relationships altogether because we are so uncomfortable in our own skin, or if we are in sexual relationships, we avoid being emotionally and mentally present. We go into disassociation. There is an estimated 250 million sex and love addicts around the world. That's from a compilation of scientific research. It's quite a shocking amount, isn't it? At any one time, 250 million people, about 53 million people struggling with body image, and about 10 million people seeking professional help and support at any one time. We are no substitute for professional support and help, particularly for a serious issue like diagnosed body dysmorphia. But we are ordinary people who also suffer from negative body image that is impacting our sexuality, and we meet regularly as members of Sex and Love Addicts Anonymous, which is for our mutual aid. It's a mutual community-based support, free to all who need it. There is no need to register to become one of our members. You just simply attend a meeting. You are very welcome to remain anonymous. You do not have to share. We do not share our whole name. We do not share our profession. We really share about nothing other than our sex and love addiction recovery journeys. There is no cost to attend. You are not required to provide your full name or even your real name, because many people are very sensitive about joining a fellowship like ours. So let's start with body image. We are working together to understand how negative body image affects each and every one of us in our sexual health. And understanding is crucial for recovery and positive relationships with ourselves and others, including with our partners, if we choose to have a romantic and sexual relationship, and our higher power, being a higher power of our own understanding. Why does negative body image come about? You're not necessarily a sex and love addict, but you may become a sex and love addict for reasons such as self-perception, your childhood, your family of upbringing. Was there a huge amount of pressure on you to look a particular way, to be a certain weight? And you may have come from a dysfunctional family where your appearance mattered more than what you look like mattered more than who you are. You may even be a victim of child abuse or trauma. That is also very common. And it's unfortunately a reality that many members of Sex and Love Addicts Anonymous are survivors of sexual assault that can leave them with a very negative relationship with their own body. Then there's the media influence, media portrayals. We all know that can distort our views on body image and lead to unrealistic expectations. And Healthy communication, open communication with partners about our body image can enhance our intimacy and understanding. Most of us have few healthy boundaries and very little idea how to communicate in a healthy way. We have a pattern of destructive relationships, and that's what brings us to SLAA. We really want to recover from repeating the same destructive mistakes over and over and over in our romantic relationships. So, to overcome body images, what are we going to do? Well, acceptance that we have a compulsive sexual addiction or avoidance, and it's being caused. We didn't cause it, we can't control it, we can't cure it, but we're going to take responsibility to address it using the steps. We used steps, sponsorship, service, spirituality, and sobriety. These are the 5 platforms of recovery in Sex and Love Addicts Anonymous to rebuild from the ground up our self esteem. Recovery in SLAA includes new confidence, recovering your self worth, achieving balance in your life, and being able to internally validate, to esteem from within like a healthy person. You may have, although not necessarily, but you may arrive in Sex and Love Addicts Anonymous with an attachment disorder. We do find that working through the 5 pillars of our recovery together over time, you can eventually become a securely attached person. The emotional impact of body image issues, anxiety, depression, mood dysregulation, and disconnection from yourself, from others, and your higher power. And so in Sex and Love Addicts Anonymous, we come to believe that our higher power can restore us to sanity through doing the steps together, positive top-line self-talk, sharing our stories regularly at meetings and with one another in outreach, and healing together. So Sex and Love Addicts provides support, community-based support, free to all who need it, as I said. We have found the following very helpful in SLAA to aid in recovery from negative body image and enhance our relationship with our personal sexuality. Surrounding ourselves with positive people who believe in us and accept us as we are and can support us in our recovery is vital. We attend meetings of SLAA. They're available in person if you're lucky. There's nearly 1,000 in-person meetings around the world, by telephone, and growingly online, predominantly Zoom, but we also offer some other platforms if you don't use Zoom. There is roughly 2,000 meetings a week, and we suggest about 3 meetings a week to reinforce the recovery messages and culture of SLAA in your life. Sponsorship. A sponsor is a person in SLAA a little ahead of you in recovery, has recovery that you would like for yourself, and can provide you with their personal experience and recommend resources to you. Outreach. This is using WhatsApp or the telephone, getting in touch for just a couple of minutes. We suggest in your first 30 days, aim for 3 times daily with other members of SLAA that you've met and you like. Connecting with people takes you out of yourself. It's a service, but it's also really rewarding. Remember, you are not alone. In our SLAA group, we share our experiences, thoughts, and feelings openly and anonymously. Anonymity is the spiritual foundation of our program. If we are to recover, we must feel free to share what is in our hearts and minds. We set our recovery objectives. You have an objective. Why attend these meetings every week? It's not because you've got nothing better to do 3 times a week for an hour. It's because you really, really want to do the work and build yourself a whole new life beyond your wildest dreams. For those of us with body image issues, high level objectives would be to increase your body positivity. And if you don't know what that is yet, that's okay. We are going to be running a 12-week workshop where we expand on all these issues and ideas. We're replacing our defects of fear and shame around body and sexuality with self love, that we will come to love ourselves as our higher power loves us. We will use this new platform to build healthy relationships. And how? By learning open communication and healthy boundaries within the incubator or the laboratory of Sex and Love Addicts Anonymous. There are many resources for recovery. There might be millions of resources for recovery. Our members have recommended a series of books that might, if you'd like to do some research beforehand: The Body Keeps the Score, The Gifts of Imperfection, Body Positive Power, Self Compassion, The Proven Power, and Erotic Intelligence, which is very much 12-step based on how to build, if you've never had it, a really healthy sexual relationship. One in which sex is an expression of love and nothing more, nothing else. So, to connect with the SLAA Healthy Body Image and Sexuality group, you can inquire about joining by emailing our intergroup, slaavirtual@gmail.com. You can find a SLAA meeting at slaavirtual.org, the front page, or tap the tab for meetings and go to our calendar. And there's almost 400 meetings a week there online. And we invite you to join our WhatsApp group. And with that, thank you very much, and we'll close with the Serenity Prayer. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Thy will, not mine, be done. Thank you, everyone, and we wish you the best of luck